Episode 434, ladies and gentlemen, Pancakes and Powerslams. We're going to talk about some extreme rules. What grade would you give that pay-per-view? Let's go. PNP Nation, Wrench Mob, are you ready? Without further ado, let's go!
Yeah. You already know what time it is. It's that official time. Where we take this worldwide. Let's go. Listen. So now it's time to turn it up. Surf the radio waves as we begin to burn it up. We all up in your area like landscape, definitely bringing you the pancakes. It's a mandate that you tune in. It's time to move out so we can move in and recognize that this is no illusion. I'm here to clear the air so that there is no confusion. It all started off in the book of Genesis when Jacob was wrestling with who he thought was his nemesis. And when the man saw he couldn't overpower him, he touched his hip but he really couldn't devour him. And from that point, then we hear a name change, rearrange the game, so now we gotta change lanes. So I'm here to let you know it's time to listen to the Pancake and Power Slam show. Let's go! Turn it up! It's the Pancake and Power Slam. Turn it up! It's the Pancake and Power Slam. Turn it up! It's the Pancake and Power Slam show. Turn it up! It's the Pancake and Power Slam. Turn it up! It's the Pancake and Power Slam. Turn it up! It's the Pancake and Power Slam show. Turn it up!
Episode 434, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Pancakes and Power Slam show. I am Chris Featherstone, live and living color, getting funky like a monkey, if you will, baby. Yeah. Hey, so this is I've noticed that my PNP shows are like my exhale debrief session. And yeah, so here's the funny part of what's going on. So I had Doc Gallows like confirmed, like we've been talking for a whole lot today, actually, and everything. He promoted on his social media, all of his platforms, and I promoted on my platform. Sportskeeda promoted on their platforms, and like less than 2 hours before the show, he said that he had some scheduling conflicts. He had to postpone. I'm like, oh, no way. So similar to like we did with Brian Cage, I was scrambling once again, trying to get a guest, calling, texting people, and either people. I mean, it was late. I mean, a lot of my contacts are East Coast. There was one top AEW star that texted me back and said that he can't do it tonight. But so I was calling around, literally 15 minutes before the show started. I was trying to figure out, like, oh my gosh, I got to get somebody in here. And so Rico Constantino, man, he pulled through for me. So he's a good buddy of mine, and he pulled through for me. So thank you, Rico, for pulling through for me. Thank you, Brian Case before, and thank you, Rico, this time for pulling through for me when I was trying to get an interview. It went really well. The Q&A went really well. It was really fun. So go check that out with Rico Constantino on Sportskeeda. All right, PNP Nation, how y'all doing? So lots of interaction, of course. You guys are just the most funnest, most exciting fans in the whole world. You guys make my job so easy. So easy. So here's the thing. So here's the cool thing about changing my formatting on PNP. Now I'm going to be able to open up a third co-host option for Patreon members. So if you are a Patreon within 6 months, you are going to be able to co-host the show. So there you go. With Evan and I. So you will be the third man. So that is the third man. The third man. What word am I looking for? Third man. Luxury, I guess you can say, or third man. Amenity. That's the word I'm looking for. Yes, amenity. Third man amenity that you'll be able to do. You'll be able to be the third man. Whose side is he on? Yeah. So 6 months Patreon. You get 3 months you get the regular PNP shirt. 6 months you get the Wrench Mob, and whoever is a current 6-monther, if you're watching this live right now, message me your address so I can get you that the personalized shirt. So because of COVID, the production, the company that I go through, a buddy of mine, she does she has her own company, and so it's been a lull, because of COVID. So give me your address. I'll get it to you as soon as possible. When all this pandemic stuff subsides is when we'll get to really having more ability to send stuff out. There's a few that got their shirts, got their 3-month shirts, and so when COVID ends, I'll be doing the 6-month batch, and then. But with 6 months, you will be able to be the third man. So you get the third man package, which you'll be able to get. You'll be able to host with this third man. All right, Lonzo said, "Here we go. We're live, pal." Marissa said, "Hey, Chris. So we'll talk about Extreme Rules, and again, I'm free. I'm doing a lot of freestyling tonight, so we're going to do hashtag headlines. There'll be more freestyling. Then we'll do same structure but more open. I think I might start doing that more because planning for the Sportskeeda interview, I just want to hang out with y'all. That's really what it boils down to. So we'll still do the headlines. We'll do hashtag headlines, and then we'll have the Patreon members come up with the flavor of the week topics. So for the foreseeable future, I think that's probably what we're going to do. I might have some kind of buzzing topics to talk about. Like tonight, we're going to talk about Extreme Rules and Slammiversary. So yeah, other than that, hey, it's the PNP Nation, man. It's we're gonna have fun. You're gonna have, it's y'all's show, PNP Nation. Let's have some fun. That's what it's all about, man. So yes, indeed. All right. So, and we are live. All right. So let's see what else we got. Get it, boy, says Chad. What's up, Josh? Marcos, let's go. What's up, Christopher? Kyle's in the building. Good stuff. Who else is in the building? Aaron. I just saw Aaron. Who else? Here we go. Aaron is in the building. What else we got? Who else is saying hello? We got some Ask Chris questions though. So let me it's a PG show, PG chat. Just FYI everybody. For those who are just joining us, welcome to the Pancakes and Powerslam show, but we are PG here. So FYI. Okay, let's see. I'll work on that. AEW, you know what's so funny about AEW? AEW is tougher to get through than I thought, honestly. I've actually got some good buddies in AEW who text me and say, "Hey, what they're doing? I mean, are they, let me know," because I'll text them like, "Can you be on the show?" And they'll be like, "Okay, yeah, you gotta go through AEW." And then I'll go to AEW, and then my friend who's in AEW will text me back and say, "Hey, what's going on with that?" You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just like WWE. It's just like it's tough to go. You have to kind of go through the ropes and all that. And so sometimes I just don't even feel like doing it. I just really don't have the time. That's why I need some an assistant or assistants. Really, I need that to correspond to emails and stuff because I just don't have the time. My even Sports Keto was like, "Yeah, you got to go through these." I was like, "No, I'm not. I'm not doing that. I'm old school. Like the time that I have available is literally texting my contacts and say, "Hey, can you come on the show?" And they'll say yes, and that's how it is. That's how it was with Doc Gallows, and it was just I just really don't have the time to go through the ropes. I just don't have time for that. So, so all the promotions that kind of having me go through the ropes, I just it's not. I get it, and I appreciate it, and I think it's good for structure, but I just personally just don't have the time. So, I don't have Darby Allin's phone number, but if I get it, I'll text him and see. I'll text him and see. So we'll see. We'll see how that works. All right. No, I don't think it would have actually because we I don't look forward to it for that. I definitely don't look. The point is not to do that at all. So I definitely wouldn't look forward for the swear jar. Just like all the other people he's told PG. So, and he actually said deal. So he was going to do it for me. So I appreciate that. James is asking, is there any chance that you could get David Benoit on the show? I know he was already interviewed several times already, but I would love to chat with David Benoit. I'm for it. I would love that actually. 100%. I like how you worded that, Marissa. What did you think of the bull spit that happened in the women's championship match? I like how you worded that. See, Marissa, you can tell that this is a PNP right here. This is a PNP Nation. Yeah, I like how you worded that. So yeah, I mean, I really don't get what they were trying to do, especially what happened on Raw too, when Stephanie's saying, "Oh well, we'll just we'll just do this next week, and we'll just end it. We'll just find out next week." So yeah, I mean, it was just weird to me. It was just odd. I find no purpose in it, honestly. I find absolutely zero purpose of doing a screwy finish like that. Especially since it's I mean, it's just so weird. Honestly, it's so weird. It's just a whole lot of things that are just really odd and weird. And at the end of the day, it's like, what are we getting at here? Like what are we really trying to get out here as far as continuity, as far as just storyline intrigue? I mean, all of those things. What are we getting at here? Do you really think that we'd be interested in having a screwy finish just for Oscar to kind of come down but stay on the ramp, and then for Stephanie McMahon to show up? Now there's a GM, I guess, for 1 week. It's just a whole lot of discontinuity, and it's like, first of all, we're already supposed to convince us that we're supposed to be interested in this stuff. And then what makes it even worse is that there's no continuity, but you still want us to be interested in the product that you're presenting. And so, honestly, if it was just up to me, it wouldn't even be a thing. Like, this wouldn't even be a thing. I would be spending more time trying to build up Sasha versus Bailey, which is it makes perfect sense as far as that's what you should do. So it's just super weird to me. Super weird. And I was even thinking this in my head. I actually think that they should do Sasha versus Bailey at Takeover. I would be more interested in that, like, because I think this is their 5th year since their Takeover match, and I think it would be really cool if they did Sasha versus Bailey at Takeover, because they're tag team champions, so they can kind of throw that angle in there, because the tag team champions can defend anywhere. So the kind of the clause is, since they're WWE tag team champions, they're allowed to go on Takeover. So what I would do is I would actually have the that be the main event of Takeover. So Sasha versus Bailey for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Just because, I think it brings kind of like a pretty cool There we go. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Just went a black screen. I don't know. All right. Cool. Like I said, that would be my idea. All right, let's see what else we got. We got Terry saying, "Let me in." What else we got? Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed Slammiversary, man. I really did. I did. I can't stand the empty arena though. And then I haven't watched Impact in a long time. I look at tweets and look at YouTube videos and stuff like that. So I kind of had to get reacclimated to a lot of the product again. I mean, I watched the Dreamer Moose thing. Like, I was familiar with the Dreamer Moose thing. So I had to do some research before Slammiversary to just kind of get back to the product, because I haven't watched it in a while. I didn't know anything about the. I TNA championship was really interesting. So I didn't know anything about that for a while until like right before Slammiversary. Didn't know that Ace Austin was pushed as much as he was. I know that they wanted to do like a 6-person with Ace Austin, and when Tessa Blanchard was actually available, they were supposed to do, kind of like that type of deal. I didn't know that Madman Fulton was with Ace Austin. I just remember the OVE stuff. I did know that Callahan came back as the ICU thing and blew the fireball in Shamrock. I did know that. I didn't know about I knew about the RVD heel turn. That was probably when the last time I was into it, when RVD turned on Rhino. So that was months ago. So what else did I didn't know? I knew about the North being champions. They've been champs for like over a year now. I knew Willie Mack was X Division champion. I didn't know that. I didn't know Chris Bay was in Impact. And so yeah, I didn't know. I know Chris Bay is, but I didn't know he was in Impact. So that was interesting. I didn't know Johnny Swinger was kind of the manager of Chris Bay. I didn't know that either. What else didn't I know? I knew Jordan Grace beat Ty Valkyrie. I knew that. And Ty Valkyrie was champion for like over a year, wasn't it? She was champion for a long time. So yeah, I think the beginning of the year, I think around Hard to Kill, I think that was January. So that's really the last time I really was into Impact, when Tessa beats Sami Callihan, and that was January. So Jordan Grace, she beat Taya Valkyrie. January. Yeah. So that's and Deonna Purrazzo. Yeah. So earlier this year is when that was when. So earlier this year I was into Impact still, but that's the last time I've been into it. What else was Slammiversary? Since we're talking about Slammiversary, let me see what else I didn't know about Impact. Yeah, so Booster Dreamer, I explained that. Machine Guns, I knew about the Rascals. Machine Guns coming back, that's pretty cool. I mean, they're definitely one of the most notable tag teams in Impact history. Didn't know Kylie Ray was in Impact now. I know that she left wrestling for a while and left AEW. It's a big opportunity for her too, because one, she eliminated Ty Valkyrie, who was, she was champ for, let's see, Ty Valkyrie was champ for 377 days. Yeah, so over a year. Deonna Purrazzo, makes sense. She was in NXT for a bit. And yeah, I didn't know Trey was like main event status. I didn't know that. I know that Rich Swann was heading up there last time I remember. And I know that Eddie Edwards was real big. I know that he changed his character up, and the whole Dreamer thing, and kind of the hardcore type of deal, which I think works for him, because one of the things that wasn't working for me with Eddie Edwards, he didn't have any charisma. Like he just fell flat in the charisma department. Fantastic athlete, great in-ring worker, but his charisma was just flat to me. So I'm happy that Singapore Cane type of thing that works for him, because it's a whole different thing, and and it's a lot more charisma than what he did. So I was actually totally fine with him winning the title. So I think Sam Mercer is pretty solid. I mean, in EC3, and then of course the Good Brothers coming out at the end, and then the vignette of EC3, which I figured that was going to happen. So it only makes sense for EC3 to be main event talent, because he was a main eventer for a long time. So it seems like it's going to be a different type of gimmick, though. It seems like it's going to be a little bit more cavalier type of mix with like Casino Royale type of thing, kind of like a more kind of like Gambit, but Ace Austin kind of has the Gambit type thing, but I guess I don't know, it's like a dark Gambit type of thing. I don't know. It's intriguing to see what's how that's going to work out. But yeah, I mean, the only thing about Impact though is that the only thing about Impact is that there's no fans there. I think I'm cool with it being in Nashville, and but it's just not the same. Like, I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed the surprises, but zero fans. And I just wish that somehow they can incorporate the fans in some capacity, because just wrestling without fans, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, you need fans for wrestling. It's imperative to feed off that energy, to have the cheers, the boos, to know who to get behind. Fans make wrestling because we already have to be convinced that it's real. And then, as far as the, not predetermined, and then the ebbs and flows. So, I mean, without fans, it's just it's not working. It's just not working. Loving the comments, y'all. Loving the comments. Let's see what else we got. There's a lot of stuff here. I love it. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Alonzo. I just wow. Why? Why is WWE insulting our talents by making us believe that Ray's actual eye popped out? Come on. Like, first of all, we're already dissatisfied because of the lack of fans. And then you're going to turn around and have us believe that Ray's eyeball was out, and then you gave us a medical report afterwards. Oh, come on, man. Just silly. No, I don't think so. I think that was for the purpose of bringing back the Fiend, which was an odd finish. I mean, what does this mean? Is the belt vacant? Did Swamp Bray win the title? Because the match was technically Swamp Bray. It wasn't the Fiend. So the Swamp Bray, is he champ now? So it's just, what was the finish? What was the purpose of the match? Like, you win if what? So there wasn't a referee. It was all kinds of weirdness, man. We'll get into Extreme Rules here in a bit. Yeah, I agree. The Impact was good, but the talent are used to empty arenas. And that's unfortunate. It's just not wrestling, it's sad. Let's see. Mike on thoughts on Tessa holding Impact Championship hostage. Well, from what I heard, there were some travel issues coming from Mexico. So take that for what it's worth. from what I heard, they still wanted her to do like a vignette, but she didn't do that. So, I mean, that's not really a good way to leave a promotion if you're trying to get to another one. So, I don't know. If those things are true, I don't know if they are true. Someone hasn't confirmed that to me, but if those elements are true, I don't think that's a good look for Tessa to do that. You can mail the thing, mail it. I'm sure Impact would pay for it. Just mail it back if that's the case. So yeah. What else we got? Swinger's a goof, yeah. But you know what's so funny though? I'm glad that they're using Swinger. You know, it's interesting. He doesn't look anything like he used to. He looks like I don't even know how to really explain Johnny Swinger nowadays. Like he used to be like really big buff in his ECW days. He's not as anymore. Like he just seems like it seems like he was eating a big swole balloon, you know what I mean? And he was pretty buff and like he got tired of like consuming the balloon and he just kind of exhaled it, and now you get Johnny Swinger. I mean, he still does. He's still, for his age, he's still in decent shape for sure. I think he's in his 50s now. So, speaking of shape, man, Ken Shamrock. Swinger's 45, so he's not. Oh my gosh, he's a lot younger than I thought he was. He's not too far away from me age wise. Huh, interesting. But yeah, Shamrock's pushing 60 though, isn't he? And he looks great. Shamrock is 56. He looks great for 56 years old, man. That dude is jacked. And I like him and Callahan together. Man, Ken Shamrock is great. Corey said, "I'm eating pancakes as I write this." So what type of pancakes do you like, Corey? Bray versus the Fiend. That would just be no. Both of them should be heels. That would not be good. You meant Braun. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what it's supposed to be. I think that's what it should be. All right, so here's the thing. I'm going to give you my WrestleMania early predictions, okay? I want to give you that whole card. I'm just going to that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to give you the whole card. I'm going to make money writing about it. So, yes, I'm going to save that for y'all to watch it so I can make money writing about it. So, I have my whole WrestleMania card. It's 10 matches. I honestly think, I really, really, really think that this 10 match card would be a must see and people would be satisfied. I mean, people will be super duper satisfied. So, I think I'm gonna start writing on it tomorrow. I'm gonna start writing on it tomorrow. So it's either gonna be done tomorrow or Thursday, but it's 10 matches. I mean, it's a stellar card. So I honestly think that this 10 match card would be must see. So let's see what else we got before we bring in my guy. I did not know that Ric Flair's wife tested positive for COVID. I did not know that. Oddly enough, Ric Flair, the 72-year-old Ric Flair, 71. He's born in 49, I believe. 71-year-old Ric Flair, still hanging out. So, yikes. Yeah, I heard Apollo Crews had COVID too, which is why he's been gone. Let's see. Yeah, man, 434 episodes, my man. 434. 434 straight, too. So we've been on the air for 8 years and 3 weeks. 8 years, 3 months, and 3 weeks. Yeah, 8 years. 8 years, 3 months, and 3 weeks. Straight. That's dedication. You know why? I do it for you. That's why. Let's see. Yeah, I did see that part. I was at the gym watching Impact. I didn't see all of it. I saw the promo between Anderson and Gallows, and then I saw Ace Austin and Madman Fulton coming in. I saw the Heath Slater thing, the free agent. I saw Scott D'Amore kicking him out. The reunion with Rhino. I saw that part. So I didn't watch. I didn't get to finish it all because I was rummaging trying to find a guest for the interview segment. So I had to stop doing everything that I was doing. I ate with my family, but that was it. I came out the gym, took a shower, I had dinner with my family, and was trying to rummage somebody to for the interview. So let's see what we got. What else we got? It's actually on Twitch. You can see TNA on Twitch, or Impact Wrestling it is now. Yeah, 45. Isn't that crazy? I thought he was a lot older than that. Yeah, that fanny pack is hilarious. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm surprised that Johnny Swinger is only 45. I thought he was older than that because he was in ECW, in late 90s. Huh. Very interesting. Well, I guess it makes sense. He was in his mid 20s in the early in the late 90s. So I guess that makes sense. It seems like he was older than that though, only 45. All right, let me see what else we got real quick. Hashtag ask Chris, or let me see if I see anything else. Hey, Seuss, no, what was the Bond reference? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I've seen some Bond movies, maybe one, maybe Goldfinger, maybe I saw that one. And clips of other ones, but I've never been a James Bond guy. What else we got? PNP Nation is the Swamp match was non-title. Oh, okay. Interesting. Non-title. Very weird. So why in the world was that why was that the main event? It should have been for the title. Braun should have beat Bray, and then the Fiend at the end should have done what he did. I'm not opposed to the Fiend doing what he did, but Braun should have beaten Bray, and then the Fiend, and then the red water bubbles and all that stuff. It was stupid. We'll get to it though. All right, cool. Jesus asking, do you think the finish of Sasha was planned last minute by Vince? I don't know, but it could have been. I mean, like one of the things that would make it seem like it's last minute is if something just kind of happens on the fly right after. It just seems like that was the case. All right, without further ado, let's do this. Before we get into Extreme Rules, let me bring on my guy. Without further ado, the co-host with the most, Evan Tech Proud. How are you tonight, sir?
Did I just finally make back to the PNB? Literally just got off my show. Overtime at work, the pay window, if you will. Walked in, had to do 5
pay
hours.
window.
5 hours
We
of
got the pay
UTMR. Got off air, came back on here in the other coast.
Nice.
Here on the PNP Nation. What's going on, guys? Tired as heck. What's going on, Mike Ryan? Hope you're feeling better, no Mike. You've been a little under the weather.
Tyson is jacked too. Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
Shout out to my man Kenny Sham. Told you, Kenny
Man,
Shamrock. Yeah, my
I
man
mean,
Kenny Sham.
dude is jacked.
He's jacked, man. He look
Super
better than he's more jacked than he was in his prime in WWE and UFC.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, sheesh. Yeah, that's
Shout out to Jack, man. What's going on?
he is super
Anton.
jacked.
Good stuff, man. Man, think about it. We don't went 2 weeks, man. It is full of wrestling. WWE, NXT, AEW,
Yep.
NXT UK, AEW Dark, Impact. Crazy. What's going on,
Yeah,
Robbie?
has been. Yeah.
Marissa, what's going on?
Um
Yeah, I got the beater. We call these beaters in the
yeah,
street. You can call tank tops as a technical term e-shirts. I got the beater.
yes,
I'm
indeed.
not gonna say the whole name because I know this is PG. So the WB, and I ain't talking about Warner Brothers. That's what I have on.
Right. Alonso's asking, does my fantasy mania card involve a crowd? Yes, it does, actually. It does.
Yeah,
I'm expecting the crowd. So I heard Tampa's going to pick it back up for next year. So
really.
yeah, because
So
LA, I heard LA's not
LA's
trying to
dead.
have.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're not trying to have.
LA's done.
Yeah.
So is this a sequel? Tampa Bay the sequel?
Yeah,
Hey,
and
Sage,
I'll be
what's
cool
going
with
on?
that too because I wanted to go to Tampa. I've never been to Tampa, so I wanted to go to Tampa.
It's
I
good.
wanted to go to LA though. I've never been to the West Coast. Never been to the West Coast. So all of my traveling has
But
been
you East
East
Coast.
Coast. Yeah. So let me pull up a map real quick.
But you love New York City so much.
I do not. I do.
You should write about that.
I do
Write
not.
write a story about on New York City adventures.
It was
Oh man.
yeah. The food was good.
Oh yeah.
But
The
the
food was
travel,
good.
everything else. I mean, the Airbnb was good too. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that. Actually, I
Airbnb,
really liked the Airbnb.
the people,
The people were cool. Yeah, I enjoyed the people.
the boys.
For me, the biggest thing was the traffic. I mean, just the roads, the traffic, and I'm getting a daggone ticket. Like it was like I got a ticket leaving New York. Like going to going to the airport. Like no, going to I was getting a ticket passing a tunnel. Didn't know that the lane that I was going over to, I guess it was like a commercial lane or something like that.
Where were we going?
So I was dropping
Was it
you
a
off at the
mania?
station.
At the station, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it was that Monday morning. I was dropping you off at the station and didn't know that the lane I went into was a commercial lane for like commercial vehicles. And so as I was going out of the tunnel, there was a policeman that flagged me. Like as soon as I went out the tunnel, there was a policeman flagged me. You go over there. Like, what in the world? Like I was already so ready to get
And just like this.
Yeah, you're right.
Like,
I was already
you,
so ready to get out of New York. And I was like, this is just confirmation that I would be totally fine if I don't ever come here. Like I ever come here again, I'd be totally fine with that. And so that's it, and that's the crazy part. That's how it was, man. And it was quite insane. It was quite insane. But I hung out with you, man. It's always a pleasure to do that. We only get to see each other once a year, so
like Christmas, like New Year's.
yeah. So that was good. I enjoyed that. Airbnb was good. I really enjoyed that.
Don't forget our mystery vacant
Oh,
roommate that
yeah.
we never saw.
We
there
just
for 4
heard
days.
stuff. Like
We just heard him. We never saw him.
So our Airbnb was 3 floors. It was kind of like a complex with 3 floors, and we were on the top floor in the back. And so, but it was like 4 other rooms on the 3rd floor, and we all shared the same kitchen and bathroom. But we all had keys to our own private rooms. So it was peaceful. It was cool. but the room next to us, we just heard like we were just hearing stuff. But I think I saw him once, maybe. But
you saw his back, or like his back.
yeah.
Oh, you got and at some point you didn't know this before we left for Mania. I didn't know that. So, like Chris said, it was our room, and then walk out, and then to the left was Jaken's room, the guy we never saw. Down the hall was the open kitchen, parts unknown. So it was the kitchen and a bathroom. So we didn't know until Mania that it was another bedroom next to the bathroom.
Yep.
So when I went to the bathroom, it was like a downloadable content family. Just popped out. What the hell? Out of nowhere. How? I'm like,
yeah.
I came out and said, what the little Mary Kate and what was the kids from Full House? Mary Kate, Ashley, little chick.
Twins.
Hi. Where did you come from? And then her dad walks in, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
We've been here for like 5 days. We did not see.
Right, yeah. We've been
I didn't know it was another room. So I'm just glad.
Oh, man. Yeah. At least they were nice, though. At least they were nice. Yeah.
Thank you, Mike, with my possum story from Mania.
All right. So
did you have for that?
No. So real quick, here's where I've been. Pull this up. There we go. Okay, so I've been to. I mean, that's where I stay right here, the Columbus, Ohio.
Thanks, Mike.
I've been to Indiana, been to Indianapolis. I've been to Chicago a few times. I've been to Milwaukee. I've been to Detroit, Michigan. I've been to Kentucky a bunch, all around Kentucky. I've been to Nashville. I've been to Chattanooga. I've been to that's as far as I go. That's as far as I go. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I've been to the Virgin Islands. So they're down here. But yeah, as far as the states are concerned, like this is the furthest I've been, which is Milwaukee, Wisconsin is the furthest west I've been. Actually, I've been to New Orleans. So that's a little bit more west, a tad bit more west, southwest.
You want some exercise, Chris?
What's that?
I've been to 38 states.
I know.
You want to keep moving your finger all around?
Yeah, I know that you've traveled. Been to Charleston, been to Richmond, been to Charlotte. I love Charlotte. Actually, Charlotte's really nice. South Carolina. I've never been to South Carolina. Been into Atlanta. Been to Orlando. Been to
30.
Been to Miami. Been in Miami. What about your neck of the woods? I've
Baltimore.
been to
Maryland.
I've been to Sandy Springs, Maryland. That's where I've been in Maryland.
Have you been to the city?
Never been to the city. I've been to Sandy Springs. Been in New York, unfortunately. I've been in Buffalo. I actually liked Buffalo when I was in Buffalo.
You got to add
Western New York is cool. West Coast, but East Coast, I'll pass.
You got to add New Jersey too.
Yep, been in New Jersey. Yep. Cool. Yeah, Pennsylvania. I've been to. Only part of Pennsylvania I've been to was Erie. I've been in Erie.
I like Kansas, Chad. Yeah, Mike is 48. I'm 38, so Mike has about 10 states. My goal was all 50, so I'm at 38.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for COVID, it would have been 41 by now. Africa, and then Norway and Denmark. And I'm going to the DR. Everything permits in October.
Dominican. I've been to Puerto Rico too. So
yeah, we did 9 states in 7 days. We did an old school 80s territory, me and Mike.
Yeah, that's awesome. Most prized possession. The most prized possession. Did I? I got the big gold belt, baby. That's my most prized possession. It's a legendary, the legendary big gold belt. My books are dropping. It's on my bookshelf. All three of my belts are on my bookshelf now, but so I can have
need the AWA.
The gaudy, the gaudy title. No, man, I'm cool with it. If I get another title, it would be. You know what? If I get another title,
get the Winged Eagle, man.
It would probably be.
You gotta get the Winged Eagle.
No, I'm not really big on the Winged Eagle like that.
You got that big old globe attitude era belt.
I loved it.
I
love the Attitude Era belt because it looked like
I do not like that belt.
It looked legit because it was a big belt. It had the world on it. Like to me, the Winged Eagle just seemed like it would cut people in the stomach. You know what I mean? Like it just the structure.
because the middle plate.
They'll put it on like, oh man. Yeah, but it was nice and round. It looked like a prize.
I like I like the undisputed title.
Undisputed was cool. If someone would give me a free title that I could pick any title that I would want, I would say probably definitely the NWA Championship.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I love the NWA Championship.
Big gold belt, NWA.
Yeah.
Winged Eagle, undisputed. I would want the WWF title. The real skinny one that Backlund had. The real skinny one. The straps was this wide. It didn't have like the two humps for the
Yeah. Kyle, can we get a sneak peek just one match? Sure. I've written about it. I've written about two of them. I've written about Keith Lee versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship, and I've written about Bianca Belair versus Charlotte Flair. So check out both of those matches on Sportskeeda. I gave 7 steps from now to WrestleMania of how to book Keith Lee versus Brock Lesnar, and I gave 5 steps of how to book Bianca Belair versus Charlotte Flair for the Raw Women's Championship. So, cool. Yeah.
You like the new IC title design?
It looks so different than all the other titles. Like it just doesn't seem like there's any type of uniformity with the championships now. Like it's just they did the WWE route, and then they still have the copper looking tag titles, and then you got a really nice design with Intercontinental. Then you got like this really gaudy looking big font with the US title. It just doesn't seem like there's uniformity.
I never liked any of the US title designs and stuff.
I like Luger's one. I like
the one that Luger had. The key that hit him in the head with.
Yeah,
the one that Luger had. Other than that, the TV title was great.
I love the TV title. Yeah, I even like remember the national heavyweight title that like Buddy Landale and Tully Blanchard had.
I had that. Remember, I had the red strap.
I was a fan of that.
The one that Tully had.
Yeah, I was a fan of that. I thought that was dope. Let me see. I remember. Let me be reminded of the National Heavyweight Championship.
And shout out, I would get the United States tag team titles.
Yep, I remember that too.
With a 6-man.
Yeah, I like the national title. See, that should bring that back. It looked a lot like the TV title. Let me bring that up real quick.
Hey, the legal point.
Because tonight at Starrcade, it's me, it's you, Flair in the ring, in the square circle. You will get the torture rack.
Look, you gotta do this, mother. Yo, we started off.
Right.
But
oh man.
Good question, Gene. You always say good question. Good question, Gene.
Right. All right, so this is the national title.
Oh yeah, the UWF. Yeah, that title.
Yeah, that was dope, man. That's
That's
a
the one
nice,
I had.
that's a
The
nice
red strap, the
title.
Tully one.
That's the national heavyweight championship. Yeah, that's the one. They should bring that back, man. Talk about NWA. They should bring back the national title.
I hated that
Because that,
NWA title.
yeah, that US title that they brought back. Oh,
Ugh.
awful. It looks awful. Absolutely awful. All right, cool. What's up, Jody? Shout out to the best podcast. How you doing? Appreciate you, Jody.
The cruiserweight title was cool too.
Which one?
WCW, the original.
Yeah, I like that one
That was
too.
a good one.
Chad, I would love to win the 24/7 championship. I'm game for that for sure.
I had no idea that Shelton Benjamin, Shoshin, had no idea Shoshin had it.
Yeah, he won it on Raw, which I'm fine with actually. I like the fact that he's a part of the Hurt Business. I think he was. I mean, just one of the most athletically gifted talents in all of pro wrestling. Period. Still in his almost mid 40s. So I'm glad that they finally finally did something with the guy. Like he's just been like, I mean, he was with Chad Gable for a little bit, but dude's been just finding stuff to do. And finally, I'm glad I'm out. You know, I love Truth. Truth is one of my favorite people he's in my top 5 WWE. But I'm glad that they finally gave Shelton something. You know, the 24/7 championship doesn't look the best, but at least he's holding the title. You know what I mean? So it still doesn't make sense that MVP is a champion, not Lashley. Weirdness. I still don't like that. I still think that I think that MVP should it should be Shelton as 24/7 champ and Lashley as US champ. And maybe one other person. It seems like they're kind of doing Cedric Alexander. I would be willing to see how that looks. I'd be willing to see how it looks.
What about your boy? What about Uncle when he come back?
Who?
Uncle Apollo Cruz.
No, I wouldn't want to make him a just keep him as a babyface. See how that works, man. I'm much more willing to see him as a babyface. I think he needs to have his own type of. I think he needs his own type of feel. You know, to be. Let him get over as a babyface. I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm glad they put the U.S. title on him though. Let's see. Mike is saying just the thoughts. PNP fans should do a promo about why they love the show and send them to Chris, and he should use them as the intro to the show. I would love that. I would absolutely love that.
That'd be cool.
Matter of fact, everybody do that. Email it to me. Let me give you my email. I'm about to give you my. Don't be acting up as far as. Let me give my Crave Wrestling email. I'm giving my personal email, man, because you never know with these crazies. Send it there. Send it there. All right. cravewrestling@gmail.com. Send it to that email. All right. Actually, let's make it bigger. I'm about to change I think I'm about to change my email too. I'm actually kind of branding everything Pancakes and Powerslams now. So because Crave Wrestling was initially, supposed to be kind of Pancakes and Powerslams and a couple of like new stuff, and it's still kind of under the umbrella of that, but PNP's is where it's at. So there you go. cravewrestling@gmail.com is that. So great idea, Mike. 30-second promo. And you know what I can do actually? I can actually do them every week. Like I can just do a quick promo every week, and I don't have to make them as a part of the intro. I would just gladly make it a part of PNP every week. So if you do that, do a 30-second promo, send it to that email right there, cravewrestling@gmail.com. What I'll do is, similar to what NWA did when it was counting down, but I'll do it throughout the show, and I'll just pop a promo in. Of course, I'm not playing it if it has any profanity in it. I'm not going to play it, so no profanity. And so yeah, I'll do a few promos. Like if I get a bunch of promos in that week, I'll play them throughout the show. So let's do that. All right. So we really only got about 15 minutes left. So, yeah. I mean, let's do some hashtag headlines. Hashtag headlines, and what we're going to talk about. See. Oh,
did you get a chance to watch the Ricochet 365? I finally did.
Just bits and pieces of it.
Actually, pretty well done. Better than what I thought.
I'll check it out. Send a 30-second promo of how much you love PNP. So let's do that. So hashtag headlines, which I got. Hashtag headlines. Let's make this happen, y'all.
Look at Matt D1. Hashtag headlines. Then Steve Bennett came out. And what's your thoughts on that? Steve Bennett saying Billy Corgan.
Thank you, George. Appreciate it, man.
Only thinking about bringing back NWA with fans. And I feel like wrestling needs to be happening with no fans.
I'm in, but I gotta. We don't even know the status of NWA really. I wrote an exclusive on Sportskeeda as far as what a top AEW talent told me who's a top former NWA talent who's currently in AEW. So he told me some things, and as far as where it's going, where it's heading. So we don't know. Okay. Yes, Sports Huddle. It's been back on YouTube every week. So here's the thing, and my show never left. It's been 434 straight weeks. Only thing is, it's been with Wrestling Rumors for a while now, and then it was with Fan Buzz for a second, and then so I decided to do it at YouTube with PNP, the YouTube page, and also Wrestling Rumors. So it's been like that for a while. Promo battle, I like it. Nice. Nice. I thought that was a weird finish. I don't think Cage should have lost.
That
was too early for him to lose.
And I think one thing I'll say with that match, I thought the match was as good as it was going to be for them two, and we both know Cage, we're cool with Cage and Moxley.
Mm-hmm.
I think for us that watch wrestling, though, once I saw Taz with the towel random, it killed the finish within 3 minutes. It was still 3 minutes left, and I saw the towel. It should have been like he took it out his pocket. It should have been more like a shock of throws it out, takes it out his pocket and throw it, been like a shock value. But come on, why else would somebody carry a towel?
Right.
It's not like Taz came out wearing a towel like his old moniker, like he used to do.
Yeah.
I just think that. I mean, the ending. I don't think I have a problem with the ending. It's just the execution.
Yeah.
Once I saw the towel, 3 minutes. Like, all right, he's going to throw the towel. We already know it's going to try to. Mm-hmm. Moxley wins, but save Cage. Cage at the scene bad.
I would have just done a DQ. I was just done Darby coming back. Like that would have protected both of them. There was no for me there was no need for Cage to lose. I think that Darby, because essentially that would have been a win for Cage. You know, it would have been a DQ win. But Moxley would have kept the title. So they could have moved over, you know, to they could have moved over to Darby versus Cage. So yeah.
Darby could have just used a skateboard random and hit Cage in the head or something fun like that.
Yeah.
Written down the ramp and jumped over the rope.
Yeah. All right. So let's do this real quick. Headlines. Here we go. Okay. Let's do these headlines. What y'all got? Hashtag headlines. Hashtag headlines. Let's see.
Oh yeah. And then reading one. Don't see headlines. I don't know if you mentioned it earlier, but Vicky.
Oh, with Nia Jax, but
Nyla Rose.
Nyla Rose, yeah. Nah, I don't like it. I like Vicky being a manager, but not a big fan of it.
And it's not like Nyla, and I know Nyla for 7-8 years. It's not like Nyla can't talk.
Yeah, I just don't think Vicky matches
Vicky,
Nyla. I don't think Vicky matches Nyla, honestly. Yeah. Hold on a second. All right, so what do you think about this headline? I think the announcement is going to be Evolution 2. That might take over for SummerSlam. I don't think it should, but I do think there should be an Evolution 2, though, for sure. So we'll see. I'm cool with. I definitely think there should be an Evolution 2 because I really like NXT's women's division. I actually think NXT has the best women's division in wrestling right now as far as television.
Yeah, they do.
So I definitely think there should be an NXT Evolution 2. But taking over SummerSlam, I'm not a fan of that. So hopefully they're announcing it for September or October. I knew that it was in October beforehand. It's only 3 months away. So make it October. It was October the first time. Make it October this time. So I definitely think it should be an Evolution 2 in October.
Definitely get enough talent. That'll be cool. Really, Chad, you want me as Nyla's manager?
What other headlines?
I've been offered.
Hashtag headlines. Okay, there we go. Paulo having COVID. Should they just
announce it?
Yeah. Should they just say he has COVID? Why not?
WWE for some reason doesn't want to acknowledge COVID at all.
Which is weird to me.
Exactly, doesn't exist.
Like Renee had it, and
but she came out.
Tyler Brex had it twice.
And they came out public. They came out themselves and publicly said it. WWE never said it. I don't know why WWE feel like they're inferior. Not to say they're superior, but it's like we all know what it is.
It's a fantasy land. Like it just seems like you can't even look at the hard camera. Like you can't look directly in the camera, and just weird isms by Vince. It's just really, really weird to me. Like
no.
Yeah, you can't sneeze, you can't say belt, you can't say wrestling. You know, they finally lifted that up. You know, just why though? What's the point?
Wait, we got the greatest comment going on here in the section. I think you said, going on, sis.
My lovely, beautiful wife,
the Boo Bear.
Yes,
the Boo Bear.
The only Boo Bear.
The only Boo Bear.
Yes. Shout out to my wife. Thank you very much.
Let a profile picture too.
I think you're hot too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So thank you. Yeah. So I I don't know. I don't know why they would do that. Honestly, I think that's kind of stupid that they would just kind of fake everything. You know what I mean? I think that just takes away from just the realism of it, and it kind of throws it off. So, yeah, Alonzo, Renee, Kayla, Adam Pierce, Jamie Noble, all of them have.
Oh
Their
crap!
own-
Adam Pearce had it.
Yep.
Got it. Well, I
Yep.
didn't know that. I knew everybody else. What's
Yep.
his name? Scrap Iron. Cool guy.
Scrap
man.
Iron, Adam Pierce.
Scrap Iron.
Former
This is amazing. Vince saying it.
Yeah.
You gotta do that. The WrestleMania. What was it? WrestleMania 3 Vince. Scrap Iron.
Scrap Iron, Adam Pierce. Oh man.
Get legal to say it.
Let's see. What do y'all think? What do y'all think about that? What else? Yeah. That may be a first. That may be a first. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. What's up? Yeah, Mo's giving my wife some love. Yeah, my lovely wife. Cool.
So what do you think about Anderson and Gallows? The Good Brothers. Anniversary.
Yeah, so Gallows and Anderson blaming Heyman for WWE release. Yeah, I mean, and I heard AJ Styles was not happy about that, and one of the reasons why he moved over to SmackDown. So I think it was a bad call to release Gallows and Anderson. Honestly, I don't see why they would be in the release pool. Like that made no sense to me. Like even I mean, they got released right before.
Right after Mania.
Yeah, it was like right after Mania that in that swoop of releases, and I noticed that AJ even had an OC shirt on after that. So I mean, he was giving them some love, which he should, man. And I think that was odd.
Remember they trended around that time, same way with FTR. Remember Anderson and Gallows, they were like FTR where, we heard things inside where he wasn't happy and he was thinking about going elsewhere, and it seemed like WWE just probably used Hank because Heyman's gone, so you probably used Heyman as a pawn and just the final excuse to get rid of him. But it was no point. I mean, they weren't being used much anyway. They were like AJ's henchmen, but it was one of them things where they're already successful. They can really work. You could place them anywhere. They can main event. They can open the show. They could be on Jack, the Sunday Night Heat. They could be in the middle of a card. They get a belt. They were just great people. WWE just used it as an excuse to get rid of them.
Yep.
Which I really don't understand because you and I both know we don't hear anything bad about Gallows or Anderson. We never hear anything bad about them.
Yep.
Yes.
Amen.
You gotta write boo and then have the emoji bear.
Right.
The boo with the emoji bear.
Yep. All right, cool. So we got a few minutes left. Let's talk about some Flavor of the Week. So I haven't heard anything from Flavor of the Week. I haven't heard anything from Flavor of the Week yet. So what do y'all want to talk about? Real quick for the next few minutes.
Something mentioned on my show earlier. Need something quick. What was the best in your house? Main event.
Okay.
That's a good one. I actually got in a couple of friendly debates.
Okay.
The best in your house main event.
The best. Okay, let me look at.
I can name a couple.
Let me look at the in your house.
I can name a few.
In your house main event. All right, so let's just let's
That was funny, Chad.
okay, let's do that real quick.
SummerSlam matches.
SummerSlam matches predictions. Okay,
Hmm.
let's do a few. Let's do a few. So we got a few minutes left. Let's do flavor of the week.
That's oh man, they gonna bring Reigns back for SummerSlam?
I think so.
I mean, he would be a good. They need some star power. Not to say that they need something kind of fresh.
Yes, indeed. All right, here we go. Flavor of the week. It is now time for the flavor of the week. Okay, so what do y'all think? SummerSlam predictions. Yes, SummerSlam predictions. Lonzo's got Drew versus Randy WWE Championship. Yeah, I think that's pretty much a given. I definitely think that is going to happen. They're talking about, I heard today Randy wins and he keeps it to Mania and Randy versus Edge for the title. If that happens,
What?
Nikki is the stupidest company in the world. That should not happen whatsoever anywhere close. You do not need two legends at Mania going for the title. If you do have two legends, they have to be like colossal. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't mind like a Goldberg Brock because they both are like larger than life type of characters. But it's Hall of Famer Edge, future Hall of Famer Orton, but they're not larger than life characters. It would just take away a title spot. For someone new, to be christened with it. So that would be absolutely terrible.
We didn't see the match enough. Saw it 2 straight pay-per-views.
You saw it for like it was like 8 hours.
8 hours, right? We're good.
Braun versus Fiend Universal title. Yep, I see that happening. Dolph versus Drew at SummerSlam. No,
we saw it.
No. Asuka versus Shayna. Stay tuned.
So sad right now.
Fiend versus Braun. Yep, I think that's going to happen.
Are they gonna do anything with Lashley?
I would be cool with Naomi versus Bayley, but why are they just
Bayley got all the belts?
Naomi right now, like she's lost to Lacey Evans. I don't even know if they want to make her a face or a heel. Like that just this makes no sense. Like she is one of the most underutilized talents in all of WWE. They're just totally wasting her talent.
It's like Ricochet. Remember Ricochet lost to that random dude on Raw?
Yeah, Riddick Moss. Yeah, that was terrible. All right, one more match. What else y'all think? My question. Okay, who's going to be Drew beat Randy at SummerSlam and they build Alistair versus Drew at Mania? No.
You don't like that?
No. Who's the heel?
Alistair. You gotta make Alistair heel. Drew's too hot as the face. Drew's not gonna get
not
over
for Mania. Not for Mania. I'm not opposed to Aleister Black being a heel, but for Mania, I'm not a fan of that. AJ versus Matt. They did it on SmackDown already, and AJ won clean. So, yep, I could. I think they'll probably do Apollo Lashley though.
AJ and Daniel Bryan was a really good match. They could have built that up to where they could have been a good SummerSlam match there.
Yeah. Alistair 2 over his babyface? I don't think so, actually. I think they've cooled on him a lot. Unfortunately.
He ain't knocking on nobody's doors no more. He's not.
Like, totally, they've cooled on him a lot. Throw a curve at SummerSlam, have Asuka versus Sasha cage match, ban Bayley from ringside. It still seems like it's Sasha Bayley. I don't know why they would go away from that.
So they're gonna have the inevitable classic storyline where Sasha's gonna turn heel, or maybe Bayley turn heel.
Well, both of them are heel. So one of them will have
Oh,
to
yeah,
turn
shoot.
babyface.
I think Sasha turned face.
It's like the reverse.
Because you don't want Bailey. Bailey can't go back to being a face with the
But
haircut.
Bailey, to me, her run as a heel has been flat to me. Like there's
We
it's
don't know
gotten a
what she
little better
is.
recently, but
What is she? Is she an android? It's like she
we
looks
don't
like a
know
robot.
what in the world.
We
She
don't
is.
know what she is. Like,
Terrible. Yeah.
she comes out, she doesn't move, she just stands there and looks. It's like
Yeah.
like my cousin mentioned, it's like she's the battle leader. Battle leader angel. That's how she looks. It's just,
Yeah. It's crazy. Yep, she's done with WWE. Kudos to her. She wants to join her husband in Japan. I can respect that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to subscribe to the Pancakes and Powerslams YouTube channel. Actually, it's www.youtube.com
you did a leader.
/ Pancakes and Powerslams. So go to Pancakes and Powerslams YouTube channel. So youtube.com / Pancakes and Powerslams. Be sure to send those clips to me. CraveWrestling at gmail.com. Send those to me as well. Patreon right there. Get your Patreon.
For
3 months you get your shirt. 6 months you get your co-host. Patreons. Send me a message. Also email me all the Patreons so we can get set up so you can be the third guy package, the third guy amenity. So 6 monthers. 6 monthers. You're going to be an honorary co-host with Evan and I as a part of
who's the third man?
6 monther. Yeah. Whose side is he on? All right, y'all. It's been a pleasure. On behalf of Evan Tech Prouts.
I always do it wrong. Cut up. I always do it wrong.
I am Chris Featherstone, and you have a great night. Until next week, enjoy your drink. Enjoy your week of wrestling, baby. God bless, baby, and always remember, I'll do it for you. Have a good night, everybody. God bless. We gotta go. We're out of time. No, not like this.